Hey, Round Rock, Lone Star, Steve Schleter, and I was curious about some market trends and seasonality, and where are we on the seasonal journey right now? In fact, I put a little graphic together just to highlight some things. Of course, what we're looking at here is the blue is median sales price, the orange is number of closed units through May of this year. And as we come back and look at this, well, let me share a thought. I'll come back to that in just a second. Here's the thought. If the spring season, if we think about early March through about May, is kind of our pre-holiday holiday season. This is when the consumer is active. They're in the buying season. It's really things are at its peak. Then are we now entering the post-holiday season? While there's still a consumer out there ready to buy, they're in the marketplace, but now maybe they're shopping bargains. Or we're getting to the end of that season where people are getting really desperate to get their inventory sold before peak is really completely done. And so let's go back. Where are we on this seasonality journey? And we certainly have come back the last couple of years into having seasons. We didn't during crazy COVID, but let's go back and look at last year. And you'll notice that we saw a big spike here as we went into April and into May is where our transaction numbers spiked in terms of monthly closed units in Williamson County. By the time we got to June, it was coming down, stayed pretty flat through July, and then we saw it begin to dip August, September. Now, keep in mind, these August and September closed units went under contract in late June or in July or early August. So right now, those things that are closing or going under contract today might not close until July or August. And then, so are we at this place right now? And notice the correlation between median sales price trends and the number of units selling. As things get more competitive on the back end of the peak part of the season, things are becoming more price sensitive. And so I would encourage you to really look at all your listings right now and say, do we want to make sure that today, right now, as we're coming off the peak of the season, that we're positioned to be the next one sold in our competing market. And by the way, when I say competing market, make sure you're looking at other neighborhoods, active listings. What am I competing against? Keep in mind builder trends and do I need to offer some concessions? So just it was an observation. Thought I'd share it with you. I think we definitely are on the soon, very soon, next week or two to be on the back end of the seasonal trend, and we're going to be more like post-holiday. Consumer still ready to buy, but then it's just this window of right now. And by the way, this means also for the next 90 days on the buyer side that it's going to be better buying opportunities. I'm not going to call it a clearance sale, but it's that post-holiday. Maybe I got a bargain. Somebody's really motivated to get some inventory out, meaning they want to sell their house, and they're past the peak season, and maybe they'll make those strong decisions to negotiate in a way they might not have 60 days ago. So that's the observation. Take it, run with it, and throw some